I'm Cynthia Bialek, and both the host and the producer for this program. If you've never participated in a yoga class, feel free to either watch today or join in. I try to make each class adaptable to all fitness levels. But if you're uncomfortable because of an injury, you may want to seek the advice of your healthcare professional before participating today. But if you could, all right, go ahead and find a yoga mat. If you have a non-skid surface, you can also use that. I have a yoga mat here. So what we're going to do is spread our feet out and allow ourselves to go back and forth from the balls of the feet onto the heels. And I'm going to reposition my microphone here. All right, so we are going to be rocking back and forth and getting our legs warmed up. Feel free to participate in whatever part of the class you want to participate in. You don't have to participate in it at all. I won't know the difference. So just watch it if you want to. But right now, we're warming up, so I want you to bring the arms up, let the fingers touch, and then come down. Do it again. Come up, let the fingers touch, and down. 2 more times. Breathe deep. And exhale, and last time, come back up. All right. So this particular session is going to be introducing the dogs. In yoga, we have upward facing dog, downward facing dog. We've got flip dog. We've got twisted dog. We've got puppy dog. And we've got mad dog. So a lot of different dog poses. In traditional yoga, it was only the upward and downward dog, but as the 21st century brings a lot of new developments in all sorts of fitness programs, the dogs have multiplied. So you're going to see a lot of different dog poses. So if you have been participating in yoga and want some new variety in your own workouts, you've got it today. So we're going to start today on the mat. So I want you to be in this position and just tap the feet on the mat. Okay? We're going to do a lot of extending and folding of the spine to warm up. So we're going to start in a simple dog tilt. Okay? So in our dog tilt, we're going to kind of move our hips side to side, kind of like you're wagging your tail. And then we're going to take the tailbone down, like bad dog there, and let your head drop. And then take your tailbone up and wag your tail. And then once again, bad dog. Drop the tailbone down and let your head come down. All right. Now we're going to bring those elbows to the mat. And we're going to drop our head down. Just let your head drop between the elbows and then pick your head up. So we're going to start in a low dog position just to stretch and get the body ready. It also may be called sleeping dog. There are a lot of different yoga studios call these by different names. I call it the low dog or the sleeping dog. You're going to bring your fingers to the very front edge of your mat. Let your head come down between those elbows and feel the front of your shoulders stretch. Feel your back stretch. Your head is relaxed down. So as you pull your hips back, you can feel the neck traction. All right? So from sleeping dog, we're going to wake ourselves up into puppy dog. So in puppy dog, we're going to lower that chest down as though we were trying to get underneath a fence, little devilish dog here, and look up. And then we're going to pull back and look forward and pull that chest down and back. So try to move forward into your chest and let your head drop. So here we're in puppy dog. Then we're going to move out of puppy dog onto our belly, and we're going to start to move into upward facing dog. Now, in upward facing dog, it takes a lot more shoulder flexibility. So we're going to drop onto our belly first and move those shoulders around. Take your hands out to the side with your palms facing down. Then taking your arms back to your hips with your palms facing up, and just look forward, lifting your chest to the ceiling. Now we're going to bring those hands down underneath the rib cage. Squeeze your shoulder blades more tightly together, and you're going to slowly come up and look to the ceiling. Then come down and breathe. And come up and lift the chest. And come down and breathe. And come up and lift the chest. Now here, I want you to push down the top of your feet and lift your chin. Look up, push down the top of your toes. And we're going to come back into a nice long stretch for your back. So let your head drop down. Reach forward with your arms and let your head come to your knees. Traction out the spine just a little bit here. And I want you to separate your hands on the mat. And we're going to come back to that first position. Drop the belly, lift your chest, dog tilt. Happy dog, wag the tail. Bad dog, drop the tailbone down. Once again, happy dog, wag the tail. Bad dog, down. Curl your toes under. Start to pull back on the balls of your feet. Lift your knees and push into your heels. Stretching all the way back into the heels here. We're going to twist the dog. So take your right hand off the mat. Bring it around your left ankle and look underneath your left shoulder. Then change it out. Right hand is down, left arm reaches around, and look underneath that right shoulder. So after twisted dog, we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. Try to settle into your heels, stretching out the shoulders. Let your chest move back between those shoulders and then return to the mat. Let those shoulders relax. This time, bring your hands back to your toes in child's pose. Let your head drop. Stretch those shoulders. And let's come back into our dog. So let's bring our hands out in front. Lift up all the heels. Curl your toes under. And the next one we're going to do is three-legged dog. So you're going to push into your right heel and lift your left leg in the air. Push straight back. Hold it there. Engaging the glutes. Hold that heel back. So I want you to feel as though you are pushing your extended leg right into the wall behind you. Hold it there, and then draw that leg in. Step forward, pull back into that hip. Stretch out your back, stretch out your legs. Stay there and breathe. Then bring your knees together once again. Come down, and this time, turn your palms in the opposite direction and just stretch the wrists and look up. Breathe and hold there. 2 more slow breaths, and we're going to go back into our three-legged dog, reaching forward, curling those toes under, and this time push into your left heel and lift the right leg in the air. Stay there and breathe. Pulling that chest through, shoulders back. Push firmly into that right heel as you feel the whole body moving back further into the rear of your mat. Then return to the floor. Sit back again on your heels. Turn your palms face up and look to the ceiling. And let's come back into the mat. Reach forward. Lift your hips. Once again, curl back. And this time we're going to take it one step further. Let's push down into your right heel. Stabilize yourself there. Bend your left knee this time. And try to take your right hand off the mat. Taking that right hand towards your left foot. And then push it up. Pushing that heel towards the ceiling. And this is called Mad Dog. Pull that chest back. Stretch out your shoulders and your back. Stay there. And return to the mat. Pedal your heels down and return to the floor. Turn your palms face up and bring your head down into child's pose. And once again, curl your toes under and lift your knees off the floor. Now we're going to push into the left heel and lift your right leg. When you feel you're able, reach back for your right foot. Pull your right leg up as you continue pulling back into your left foot. Holding Mad Dog here. Now release and pull your chest through. Come down onto the elbows. Then pull back up, down onto the elbows, and lift. Strengthening the triceps just a little bit here before we come into another stretch. Let's come down. Bring your hands back and let your head come to the mat. All right, now we're going to do a flip dog, okay? So hopefully your shoulders are not too fatigued. We've certainly worked on our balance, and that's going to be required for this. We've also done a lot of extension in our upward facing dog, and in our dog poses we were always in extension. But just to make sure that we have that good extension, we're going to do one more upward facing dog. So let's bring the chest forward and look upward. Lifting the rib cage high. Then return to downward dog. Curling the toes under. And we're going to push into our right heel and lift that left leg up. And open the left hip. And this is called flip dog. So we're going to take that left foot over the outside of your mat. Press into your heels. And reach back into a half backward bend. Then we're going to return to the mat into plank. We're going to come down slowly into the upward dog. Then pull back into downward dog. Lift your hips high. Push into your left heel. And raise that right leg up. Open that right hip. And moving into flip dog, drop that foot back. And reach back. Lifting your chest up high. Deep breaths and hold. And return to the floor. Sit back and stretch out that spine. And now have a seat on the mat. All right, so those were all the different dog positions that you can assume. Now, of course, when you're doing a lot of extensions, and certainly when you're fighting the force of gravity, you get a lot of shoulder workout, right? I'm feeling this in my shoulders, and I'm sure you are too. So we're going to focus a little bit on shoulder stretching. So I want you on the mat in this fashion, okay? One leg is out, one leg is folded. Bring your right leg in and keep your left leg out. And you're going to reach back right behind those hips and stretch the shoulders there. Turn your palms so the heels of your hands Come down with your fingers pointing away from you and lift your chest upward. Just stretch the front of your shoulders. So what we're doing is externally rotating the shoulders and letting your hands fall from there, lifting your chest in the air. And you're going to come down to the middle of your mat, bring your elbows there, and just drop your head. If you have the flexibility and want to continue stretching the back, let your head come down. But only do that if you feel comfortable. Now we're going to turn towards the extended leg, reach up, and try to reach out as far as you can. Let your head come down into that leg. Feel your shoulders and back stretch as you stretch those hamstrings. So continue to breathe as you hold that stretch. And come back to center. Now, you're going to take that left leg, cross it over the right. Now, if you can, bend your knees and bring them together, please do that. If you can't because of any knee issue and you want to cross that leg over and just relax your knee, feel free to do that. We're going to take the right arm up, reach back over your right shoulder and take your left arm behind you and try to climb up that right shoulder. And then just look forward. Breathe in and out. Slow breaths. Now extend the arms along that front edge of your mat, stretching those shoulders and really feeling those shoulders stretching as we try to reach all the way out to each side of our mat. Stay there. Look to your left. Look to your right. Then raise your right arm up, bring your left arm down. These are the arms for eagle pose, but it's a great way to stretch the shoulders. So we're going to do that to separate the shoulder blades and really feel the stretch across your back. Let's unleash those arms and come around to the other side of your mat. Sliding that left leg in. Keep your right leg out now. Turn your palms facing up, shoulders in external rotation, heels of your hands are down. Lift your chest up. Stay there and breathe. And shrug those shoulders. And now bring the belly forward. Reach those arms out in front. And then come back and reach towards your right leg. And continue to breathe as you hold that. If you need to come in and out of the pose for whatever reason, if you have any knee pain at all from folding the leg, don't do it. Just come this way. So there's always an option. If you have any pain in your joint, please modify it, okay? 2 more slow breaths as we hold. And we're going to come back. And again, if you have any issues with your knees, just cross that leg over. Or you can bend your knees together. This is Gomukhasana, cow face, but it's a great shoulder stretch after all of our dogs. So let's bring our left arm back over our shoulder and bring the right arm behind. Lock those hands and sit tall in the pose. Breathe deep. And now we're going to release those arms, extend them straight out. Really feel the chest expand. Pull your shoulder blades a little closer together. This time looking over your left hand, looking over to your right. I'm going to bring that left arm up this time, lock the elbows, stretch those shoulders here. Once again, eagle arms. Feel the shoulder blades separating, lifting those elbows high. Now we're going to be bringing ourselves down into the mat. So take a moment to release those arms. And we're going to bend the knees and round out the back. So keep your knees together. Bring your head down into your knees. And we're going to release those knees and roll down into the mat slowly, taking your time as we articulate the spine. Reach all the way back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Then draw the navel into the spine and start to bring the shoulders up. Exhale as you lift, slowly bringing your arms up to your knees. Wrap your hands around those knees, fall into the knees. And come back up, round the spine down into the mat. Deep breath, reach back. Exhale, come up, tuck your chin, reach around your knees, heads to the knees. And back up, breathe and come down. Reach back over your head. Exhale and tuck your chin. And roll into it. Now this time, we're just going to challenge ourselves with a little core. You're going to extend your arms out and just stay there, stretching the fingers straight out from your shoulders. Thumbs up, fingers are separated. And if you can, extend your left leg and engage your quads. Then take that left leg down and extend your right leg, engaging those quads. Now if you can, extend both legs and stay there. Feel strong. Abs nice and strong. Bring those heels down and come back up to your knees. Now I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching today's show, and I hope you enjoyed the dog poses. We're going to go into our final relaxation pose, Savasana, but I want you to spend more time in Savasana after the close of the program. So let me assist you getting into the pose and get your breathing going, and then see you next time. Namaste. So our palms are out, our hips are open, and we let the shoulders just fall where they feel comfortable. Then push onto your elbows, lift your chest, and just drop it. Continue breathing in and out through the nose. And just relax.